أولاً خليني أقول مشان أريحكم مش راح أطول، لأنه أنا شايفة إن الحصة طويلة والحقيقة بقدرش، ما عندي إشي أضيفه على الكلمات القيمة اللي سمعناها من قبل. فأحييكم وأحيي منظمين هذا المؤتمر الممتاز المهم جدا، وبشكل خاص طبعا بدي أحيي سعادة السفير لو كان موجود، بس الصديق العزيز والمناضل العظيم للقضية الفلسطينية الدكتور مصطفى البرغوثي، وأيضا الشخصيات الأخرى منهم ميشيل عبد المسيح والآخرين اللي من الأعزاء واللي ناضلوا واللي اهتموا في القضية الفلسطينية. مثل ما قلت أنا الحقيقة ما عندي إشي أضيفه اللي ما سمعتهوش، وأشياء مهمة جدا اللي سمعناها بس بدي أثني على بعض النقاط، أو بجوز أركز على بعض النقاط المهمة في رأيي. إحنا في زمن، مش ضروري أذكركم، في زمن حرج صعب جدا اللي هو يعني بيجبرنا إنه نهتم حتى لو ما كناش يعني مهتمين أصلا في القضية الفلسطينية. هذه اللحظة القد مهمة بتاريخ القضية هاي، وهي الوقت يعني المناسبة المهمة اللي هي لازم نركز عليها. let me speak in English. Thanks to everybody and thanks to the organizers for this very important conference. I want to say that the issues among the Arab community are many and they're very important. However, because of external events, we are now focused on the issue of Palestine. So although the Arabs in general have all sorts of important priorities that they should be attending to, and they should have attended for all the years that I have lived in this country, far too many, I tell you, where a lack of unity, a lack of identity even, not even understanding who Arabs are, what is their role in Western society, how well do they understand the governing structures of the countries in which they live. These were always very important, but now more than ever, it's crucial to try to understand all these things. So, very briefly, the first thing I would say is that October 7th revealed many, many things, but one of the most important it revealed, and this is of special importance to the Arab community, is the nature of the Western ruling imperial order, which is alive and well today. That's what October 7th really revealed, that the Palestinians are fighting against not just Israel and not just dispossession and ethnic cleansing, they are fighting a Western political order which is set up against them. And we need to understand that clearly. It's set up against them and it's set up against the Arabs in general. So that's defining the enemy is very important. Number two, there are issues inherent in Arab society which aren't helping, which will not help, and they have to be attended to. and that is disunity, the tendency to fracture, to be divided, to not focus on what is the main issue at hand. That has been something that has held back the Arab community for as long as I can remember. And it's also a feature of the Palestinian people within that community. Thirdly, one of the things that October 7th also revealed was the extent of Israel's impunity. The fact that it is allowed to do what it has done and continues to do. We need to actually face up to that. So in fighting against the injustice towards the Palestinians, we need to know that what we're fighting is a system which permits Israel to behave in the way that it does. We need to be very, very clear about that. So when we draw up a campaign to rescue the Palestine cause, we need to bear in mind that what we're fighting is not just Israel, it's not just US weaponry, it's a whole political order which is established on a basis hostile to the Arabs and the whole of the third world. It's a very great tragedy that too often this has not been taken account of. And unless we do that and we understand exactly where we're living, we will not succeed. And my final point is that I do not underestimate the difficulty facing the Arab community at this time, because one of the things which relates to the points I made earlier, which Arabs have to think about very hard in integrating into this society, is they have to try and work out how do they actually combine, bring together two different priorities. One, to retain their sense of their original culture, and the other, how far to integrate into a society which, with the greatest of respect that I have for the solidarity movements, I do not underestimate that, but the fact is that the political order in this country is not friendly to the Palestinians. So how do you bring together the necessity of not losing sight of who you are and where you come from and your culture and your original civilization and your sense of self? How do you bring that together with trying to integrate yourself and your children into a society which is governed by hostile notions towards the Arabs? I would suggest to you this is a huge challenge, and one that we must not be too cowardly to ignore or be too ignorant not to understand. Please let us then proceed with this initiative and hopefully future conferences with the understanding of where we really are, what society we're living in, what part we have in this Western world that is absolutely antipathetic to liberation movements like ours and so many others. Thank you.